Hello. In one of my earlier videos, I spoke about how to cope with anger on a short-term basis. I shared with you a couple of ideas, couple of strategies that can help you to deal with your anger instantly, and I'm saying instantly. But you know what? If you keep on doing or keep on engaging in those practices, your anger still has not gone away. In fact, very interesting way to look at it is, if you are, let's say, using this technique of counting from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or 100 to 1, whatever, you may become very good in counting, but your anger still remains. So what to do then? So what you need to do is, if anger is really a challenge for you, you need to look at it from the long-term perspective. And typically, you need to start inquiring from yourself, why do you get angry? If you can go to the root cause, I'm sure you'll be able to find solutions for your anger which are long lasting. So when you do that inquiry with yourself, which is one of the best ways to deal with any negative emotion, so ask yourself questions and you'll find very interesting thought process that whenever you get angry, the key, the prime reason is that your expectations are not being met. So the purpose then for the anger is to help you to meet your expectation, isn't it? So you need to find ways to convey to others, convey your message to others in such a way that they understand and deliver up to your expectation. Another way to look at it could be, are you expecting a little too much that people are not able to respond to that? So you may have to redefine your expectations also. Now, let's look at some other ideas to deal with anger for the long term. Let us first look at it from the perspective of chemistry. What does this mean typically is that, what is anger inside your body? It is the continuous generation of those hormones, those chemicals which are harming you from inside. Which means you need to find ways to neutralize those chemicals, neutralize those hormones. And the only thing that can help you to do that is physical activity. You will notice that people who are engaged in a lot of physical activity, they get much less angry in comparison to others. So engage in some physical activity, which may be even gardening. Otherwise, I'm suggesting that do some physical workout, walk, jog, run, whatever you do, but engage in some physical activity. Second important thing that you can start doing is, again, which is related to exercise regimen only, do a lot of breathing exercises, and you can learn from some good teachers, masters. Do some breathing exercises so that you have more flow of oxygen inside your body, and more the flow of oxygen, more the availability of oxygen to your system, the lesser the chances of getting angry, because it has a relationship. Third important thing that you can start doing is get into the practice of meditation. Now, you may find it something which is not so easy to do. I agree, it's not so easy to do. But you will become conversant with it. You will become, I would say, experienced in doing it, expert in doing this, only by starting somewhere. So start with as little as 5 minutes. And what do I recommend typically is that set the music for 5 minutes, or maybe set your alarm for 5 minutes and just sit down and then see what happens. Whatever happens in that time is leading you to meditation. Thoughts will come, thoughts will go, and that's perfectly fine. So get into this practice of meditation, and you will notice once these 5 minutes become comfortable with you, you can start increasing that time frame, and over a period of time, you may go up to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or maybe even more, and that's good for you. Last practice that I'm suggesting to deal with your anger is that practice mindfulness. And what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is being with any experience at any given moment. What typically this means is, let me just give an example. Let us say you are busy in some work. So give your full attention to that work as you are writing, or as you are feeding data in the computer, or as you are reading reports, or as you are listening to someone. Just be there in that moment, and that is what is practice of meditation. Let me give you another example. Let's say you are drinking water. Experience every sip of water that is going inside your body. Feel it on your in your mouth, feel it going down your throat, feel it going down in your system. That is also practice of mindfulness. And what does it typically do? How does it help is, it helps you to live in the moment, it helps you to live in the present moment. And those who are able to live more and more in the present moment, their emotions, their feelings are more such which are empowering feelings, empowering emotions. And that's the goal that we are working towards. Because anger, if you look at it, anger may show very high energy when it occurs, but the fallout of anger is lot of regret and lot of drained energy later. And that is why it's important that you direct that energy. In fact, let me just mention that long back when my son was in teenage, he used to get angry, very angry, because of change of hormones and that kind of situation. So what I used to recommend to him is that you just need to channelize this energy. I'm happy that you have so much of energy. Just start channelizing this energy. So if you get angry, the good part of it is you have a lot of energy inside. The only thing that needs to be done is channelize that energy, which makes you feel empowered, makes you feel connected to the world around you, makes you progress in your life. And I'll keep on sharing more such tips for your personal growth, for your career growth.